What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unplugged and Uncut. You're live with your boy Unique. Let's get it.
Unplugged and Uncut.
Today I want to get into my player breakdown. Dylan Harper versus Ace Bailey. This is a Spurs-sided view. Considering the Spurs do have the number 2 pick, I thought it'd be a good time to go ahead and look at the top 2 players and let's do a direct comparison. Let's go ahead and take the tangible and intangible things that we can grade, see who comes out on top, and then you guys can let me know in the comments who you think fits the Spurs system better. Now, the first 2 categories are going to be physical attributes, with the first one being athleticism. This is an easy Ace Bailey win. Ace Bailey is actually one of the most athletic players in this draft. And if you go back and look at his highlight package, this kid pulls off some just nasty dunks. The kid dunk package is ridiculous. Reminds me of a young Vince Carter, Anthony Edwards attacking the rim. That's right, Ace Bailey has the edge in athleticism. When it comes to size, this also is another win for Ace, as he's standing around 6'8", 6'9", and Dylan Harper standing about 6'4", 6'5"-ish. Now let's get into their actual game. We got 8 categories we're going to look at. These are all tangible and stats you can pick up for yourself. The first one we're going to check out is rebounding. Ace does have the edge in rebounds, 7.2 rebounds to 4.6. However, that 4.6 rebounds is really nice from your guard. So if you're going to get Dylan Harper, do not feel bad about his rebounding skills. As a freshman getting nearly 5 rebounds, that is really good. Ace does have the edge. Overall defense, that's going to go to Ace as well. Playmaking and assist. Dylan Harper has playmaking and assist in spades on this one. 4 assists to 1.3. 2-point percentage. This is actually really close. Dylan Harper having the slight edge at 48%. Ace Bailey shooting at 46%. 3-point percentage is reversed. A slight edge for Ace at 34 and Dylan at 33. Blocks. Ace has the edge here. 1.4 blocks, 0.6 blocks for Harper. Steals. Dylan Harper has the edge here. 1.6 steals to Ace's 1.1. Now, when you think about that overall in totality with the rebounding, the athleticism, and the size, the ability to guard multiple positions, and you see why I say Ace Bailey is the better defender. Ace is bringing you 1.4 blocks and 1.1 steals per game to go with that 7.2 boards. Let's get into scoring. Overall scoring, Dylan Harper has the edge at 19.4 points a game. Ace getting you 17.6 points per game. Another caveat with this one is that Dylan Harper is the lead ball handler. What does that mean? He's calling his shot more than he's calling Ace Bailey's shot, meaning he got more shot attempts to get to that 19.4 than Ace did to get to that 17.6. I do believe Dylan Harper averaged, I should have checked this one out for you guys, but it was like 2 to 3 shots more for Dylan Harper. Not that many more shots, not that many more points. And as you look at their shooting percentages, they're both really similar. So the scoring edge does go to Dylan Harper. Now let's get into my last 2, my intangibles. That first intangible is fit. Now, the fit is really questionable depending on what the Spurs do with the Giannis, Kevin Durant type players out there. Derek White, Drew Holiday could be available. There could be quite a few star level players that change teams. So that could affect the fit. Right now, if you ask me, I would say Ace is the better fit, being a small forward. Harrison Barnes, last year of his contract. Ace could come in the year after that as your projected starter. However, if you tell me you're trading Devin Vassell to bring in a Giannis or a KD type player, then all of a sudden the Spurs are left with Fox and Castle as their only guards. So the fit is real precarious depending on how the draft goes and the trades within the draft. So not just how the draft goes, my fault guys, but how the trades before the draft, how the Spurs see their roster construction. So we have to check that out, see what the Spurs might do. Do they want to go after a star level player, or do they want to make this draft pick with the team as is? If you're leaving the team as is, I'm going to say Ace Bailey is the better fit. And then we get into our last intangible, and that is star potential. There are quite a few players in this draft that have all-star level talent. Will they reach that talent, that peak, that plateau? We don't know. We have to see. But both of these players, in my estimation, have star potential. Now, yes, Dylan Harper is not as athletic as Ace Bailey. You could think of him as a low-budget Derek White right now. No, he does not have the defense of Derek White, but he has that type of offense paralysis where he's not going to fly over you, but he's still able to get buckets, get to his shot, and set his teammates up. Ace Bailey has that Brandon Ingram, Kevin Durant type build, but the kid flies like Anthony Edwards, Vince Carter. So I think they both have different type of star potential. Stars in their role. What will Dylan Harper's role be in the NBA? Right now, he's coming behind De'Aaron Fox and Steph Castle. So his role is going to be a backup guard. Can he be a star in that role? I think he can. I think it'd be good to learn behind De'Aaron Fox, a player that's really crafty and knows how to get to his spot. I think Ace Bailey could be a star as well, especially having Harrison Barnes to learn from. Not only do you take that athleticism and all that natural talent, but you give him a true workman. Harrison Barnes is a beast of a player, but he's also an excellent person and a great mentor for a potential star in Ace Bailey. So I give the star potential to both players, guys. I call this one a tie. I think Dylan Harper's player DNA, his family bloodlines, he's been in basketball for so long. He's going to know the game. He's going to get to his spots. I could see him being a smaller Cade Cunningham, Derek White type player. Ace Bailey, this kid could be special, guys. He could be the best player in this draft when it's all said and done. Think of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Think of Steph Curry. The best player does not always get drafted number one. Michael Jordan didn't go number one. He went third. What if Ace Bailey goes third again because the Spurs draft Dylan Harper? I'm telling you, watch out. This kid has true superstar potential. And if I'm the Spurs, I'm looking at fit, I'm looking at the intangibles, and then I'm also looking at the tangibles. Those categories we just broke down and went into to see which player I think would fit and mold with these youngsters that we already have. Let me know in the comments who you got. Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper. Do you want the Spurs to just straight up trade that pick? Go for gusto, go ahead and get Giannis or KD. I can't wait to read the comments. This is my favorite part of the year. The NBA Finals is almost here, which means we're almost to the real NBA offseason. Let's go ahead and get it, and your boy is out. Peace.